Kia ora everyone, back again here with some more LEGO Pixar Cars releases. This here is set 8638, the Spy Jet Escape, which is based on this sequence here from Cars 2. This is actually the first set being based on Cars 2 that we're covering here on the channel. It released in 2011 alongside the rest of the sets for this movie. You've got 339 pieces here in total, with the inclusion of 6 Cars characters here, all more or less exclusive, but variants did appear in other releases. Now the set here retailed back in the day for $50 USD before tax. That means that here in NZ we were set to pay $120 NZD, and that was $20 more than what the Australian price was. Today in the aftermarket space, however, this set is currently going for the price of $136 NZD sealed, or $97 NZD in second-hand condition, which isn't terrible compared to themes like Star Wars these days. And so the set overview here is a jet named Sidley. He's a jet character from the movie, though the LEGO set doesn't seem to name him anywhere in the marketing material here. To go alongside him, you've got 3 spy characters as your figure inclusions, and then 2 villain lemon cars to chase after them. This is part of my ongoing earthquake damage series where I cover the LEGO sets that had broken down during the NZ earthquakes, and I've been very slowly piecing them all back together since the 2020 pandemic. That is to say that there's a few things missing with Sidley here, so let's get into it. This is one of many sets from the world of Cars where the main build here is also a named character, so really the entire set is just building your characters. And it's a cool one too, to be building a big jet release in the world of Cars. What's missing are the stickers there that represent the windows. For some reason these parts just have not found their way back into my inventory, but the parts to build out the body, they're all here. I have to believe that maybe those stickers were never applied to the set when I was a kid, which makes very little sense because the other stickers are here in all their glory. We do miss some details here, but major character elements like the eyes being printed, thankfully, it still looks like it's someone from the world of Planes, or Planes Fire and Rescue, well, Cars. And otherwise, it's a cool jet that feels pretty close in line with what LEGO City were doing around these days. Animation reference there for the back wings, but it also highlights an aspect that I don't love, the door. You can see the build for the body just stops there, so there's all this exposed room for the build. It's cool to see how sleek this build is here, but like I said, since it looks like it resembles a set design from the LEGO City line, it's pretty well scaled with a minifigure, and it looks like a natural substitute. This is me here demonstrating that size difference, and it looks pretty similar to the jets I was building as a kid. It's interesting because the minifigures are not scaled to the Cars characters themselves. If I show the back entrance here, we can see some space on the inside, but it doesn't look like there's any key details there. Removing that entire roof section there helps to make that clearer, just some support bricks there for holding everything in place, but there's no interactive sections for your Cars characters. There is space inside though for storing at least one character. Here I'm going to be using McMissile as our guinea pig. The car doesn't seem to go too far into the jet since it would be very difficult for a younger builder to then have the car come back out otherwise, but the car does stay in place quite well, secured in that area like so, and you can open the door again to have the car drive back out. Now Holley is really interesting because she actually does go back a little bit further than Finn does. The build sizes are different, so she might get stuck in there, and Mater cannot under any circumstance fit in here. His build is just a bit too big. The tow cable and the top lights and the mirrors, it all just interferes. And funny because they do have this little meeting while they're aboard Sidley in the movie, and they're not meant to anyway, but I wanted to try and see if the lemon cars can fit inside. The answer here is an easy no for both. The final play features for the jet are the wheels and also some flick fire missiles. You can use these in attacking the lemons. I missed both shots, very classic spy move there. The thing with the wheels is that the 2 back ones are stationary, while the front wheel can move on a spin. It means the jet can rotate in place, feels very fun and natural to play with, and overall, I was just impressed with how solid of a jet build this really was. The real highlight for me comes with the minifigures, 5 additional characters here with 3 spies and 2 enemies. Like I said, most of these guys were actually released in multiple sets, just as different variants. Brickset claims that these are all to be exclusive here, and technically they're not wrong, but let's dive into it. This here is Tow Mater appearing for the second time on the channel now, and probably the most unceremonious inclusion here. Mater released in quite a few sets in total, so there's nothing really special going on here. It's still a cool figure though. He was essentially the lead of Cars 2, which is why he was so prominent across the toys here. I do need to be very careful today though when rebuilding, just because the old reddish brown bricks there he uses are prone to breaking. All of the cars feature printing, none of them seem to be using stickers, and you've got some great prints there for the Tow Mater logo on some bricks. Now across these videos I want to show off the breakdowns for each of the car characters. The breakdown for Mater goes like this. Those bricks there make up the bulk of the body, followed by the wheel arch piece there at the front. You've got a different coloured wheel arch piece for the back there, and then all his extras are attached here like so, and the eyes appear on a window like brick piece. This Mater is high in his price too, between $20 to $26 NZD right now in the aftermarket space, which seemed surprising to me at first, but I guess there are both cheaper and more expensive Mater releases out there. And new for the channel, this here is Holley Shiftwell, the agent that's teamed up with McMissile. If you watch the coverage for the Flo's V8 Cafe set, Holley is, well, basically the exact same car as Sally. It's pretty surprising to me actually. It's the same part with a new colour and a change of prints. It's a cool smaller car build that's different from the others included in the set here, and I think the vibrancy of the colours really helped to sell the design. Her breakdown goes like this. It's a basic small car part there with some bricks for the sides. She uses these specially molded pieces for the front and back sections, and her eyes are attached to the usual body piece that most of these cars use throughout the theme. Her value is about the average price for most of these figures actually, currently valued between $14 NZD right now. She did have a couple of releases across the line too. I would argue that McMissile here is the only true exclusive to this set. This is him in his disguise at the airport. It's really cool. He's disguised as a Japanese security car. This one here uses the same body piece with the eyes too, so a small snippet of what's to come over the next few weeks. He is probably my favorite figure here just because of how special that design is, the only genuine exclusive here. His breakdown is pretty simple. You've got a similar design that we saw with Holley, basic car base there with some bricks to build out those details. You've got that back arch piece there and a different fancy front body part, and we follow it all up with a special body that's got the eyes printed. Despite being an exclusive, his value is the lowest of the set. He's currently only valued at $13 NZD right now. I assume it's because people wouldn't want a special variant, you want the actual figure of McMissile. This here is Grem, who is distinguishable because of his red colouring. The lemon cars are pretty cool actually, just because of how different those builds are compared to the other named characters. You've got more of a traditional car piece there with some new prints and elements like plates up top. They also use guns, quite surprising really, a machine gun that's been built into the side there, very cool prints for their mouths by the grills at the front, and I love the expression of the eyes, it's very Pixar-like. The breakdown goes like this, very similar for both lemons, all bricks for the body base there. You start applying the parts that help build out that character, some smooth tiles there to round out the studs, the eyes are printed on a classic windshield piece, and then the back section with the roof, you now have our first enemy. And his value is the average space right now. Simply put, it's $15 NZD in the aftermarket space. Your final character is Acer, appearing in a lime green color tone and looking very different to Grem. He might be my favorite one for the Power Miners color scheme there, and I like the difference in his eyes as well, which helps to show a nice character contrast between the two. The same gun design for the weapon inclusion, but some nicer, smoother bricks there for the build. The breakdown is so similar to Grem, but there's a little difference there that helps make the two feel unique. It's the same windshield piece, but now you've got a support brick there because of the two roof parts, and there we have it. His value is closer to Grem's, $14 NZD right now in the aftermarket space. Both of these lemons here released in at least one other set. Red's Water Rescue here featured Acer with some extra builds to make him unique in that release, and then Grem was released in a poly bag with a very similar style that now makes him unique. The instructions were released in just one simple manual, and you can see some spy styles at the back there like a globe design. You build your cars first and then the plane, and then you end with McMissile, which I thought was rather interesting. At the back you have an image of the set cover and the inventory list there, and then we've got two advertisements taking up one space, an ad for the website which doesn't work anymore, and then this set here of the Big Ben Tower playset. The other side shows more sets, or just one. It's Flo's V8 Cafe, and if I stick to my schedule, that video should be on the channel right now. It's a really cool little set if you're a fan of these movies. We end with Max from the Lego Club and then the Winning Kid. Overall, this is a really neat character pack that includes a good amount of characters that help make it feel worthwhile. I think the build of the jet is one that fits other themes quite well, ignoring the crazy eyes that are stuck onto that screen there. The characters being equally good spies and bad guys is a pretty cool mix-up as well, and I appreciate the fact that this gives us some main named characters in one release. Granted, the McMissile isn't the ideal design, but it's a cool exclusive nonetheless. Thanks for watching everyone. If you enjoyed this look at an older LEGO Pixar Cars release, liking this video here and subscribing to the channel does help to support more videos like this one in the future. Ka kite ana everyone, take care, hope to see you all next time.